do today is show you some animals, obviously, and some of my favorite videos. We only have an hour, so it's going to go pretty fast. And we have a lot of kids here, so I think my wife always said, remind you, Jack, that the kids' attention span is about 30 minutes, but with yours it was about 10. So I'll do the best I can to tell you all about everything. I'm out in the wild and hiking and stuff, and I see a beaver go plowing. You know, I go up to, I know he's down there in that little pond or lake down there. He can hit that tail, slaps it, everything around there. Every animal knows that something's up, something's around here right now. Then it's wallaby. Now there's some wallabies, there's about 30 different species of wallaby left. There's some wallabies you can put in the palm of your hand when they're full grown. This one here gets to be maybe about this tall here, maybe 2.5 feet or something. The wallaby is what kind of animal? What youngster knows? You can yell it out. Marsupial, that's right. Now, that's a baby wallaby. It's amazing, one of the most amazing births in nature. It comes out of the birth canal and then crawls up the outside of the stomach of the kangaroo. Can you imagine that? And then goes into the pouch where it attaches to the breast. These birds here can soar for like not only hours, some people say days, without ever flapping their wings. And they look for something dead with their eyesight, they go down, and that's what they do. Again, a king vulture, which you very rarely ever get to see, not just in the zoo world, but they're absolutely a beautiful bird. They really are gorgeous, that coloring. That is a lesser anteater. Very few people get to see those in the wild because it's very difficult to see one of these in the wild. These animals here, you believe it or not, and we'll show you one in a second, they turn green. Now, why would that animal turn green? Think about Central and South America, especially the Amazon. What happens is, it rains there, all right? And algae grows on their fur. A lot of algae. Black-footed penguin, everybody. Also called the jackass penguin, which means it can bray like a donkey. But the black-footed penguin, by the way, if you're on a game show, you may be asked this question. How many species of penguin are there? Well, most people don't know, so they give it to you. 17, all right? Then they're going to say, how many live in cold weather? You're going to say, oh, 17. Only 5 out of 17 live in cold weather. It was the hardest day of my entire life to watch 52 animals because of people having tigers, lions, jaguars, mountain lion, all kinds of bears as pets, because it's something you just can't do in today's society. There are some good reputable breeders in this country that help us a great deal. But most people buy one for a bear they can buy for $200 right now. You can buy a lion for $500. Ohio, after that terrible accident, everybody, that terrible thing that happened to us in Ohio, guess how many tigers we found in private hands in the state of Ohio? 222. Underneath it, it actually unfolds and you have secretion of milk. And the ones that are in Australia, because of the minerals, all the stuff, everything in the earth, they eat the worms and termites, all that kind of stuff, the ants, whatever, it secretes a milk fox here. They can go their whole lifetime without water. And how's that possible? Because it's a Sahara Desert, number one. Number two, they get water from all the little lizards, the venomous little snakes, the scorpions, insects, whatever it might be. That's what they eat. That's our beautiful python there that does constrict. They're a neat animal. They're not venomous, but they are, by the way, overtaking the Everglades. And that's not a worry you have. You don't have to worry about that. It's a matter of what's happening in the ecosystem there. It's sad. Someone gets them as pets. What do? They dump them in the Everglades. Perfect environment for them. So now they can't even get them under control. We've tried that and it's not working. What does pre-simian mean? It means prior to monkeys and apes on the planet, this animal's been here. Can you imagine that? In Madagascar. That's a magnificent island. Animals, different animals like you've never even seen in the world exist there. However, the lemurs have gone down, they say, from 65 to 70 different types of lemur species, 70 types, down to maybe 24 now. I was a little boy in the 1950s and early 60s. The alligator is an animal that was virtually gone from this country. It was an endangered animal and almost wiped out. In Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, all those states, there was no alligators hardly at all. I'm signing autographs before the show. I know I didn't get to all of you, but I'll be there after the show, and I'll do as best I can to get the pictures if you'd like one. If you don't want to wait, you have children, you just email me at info@jackhanna.com. Info@jackhanna.com, and I spend hours a week. I'll pay the postage and I'll send you one.